today under Vidyanjana for students. I'm just going to give a brief method to practice as to how to prepare and study a subject to score 100% in exams. A student, whether he or she is dull student or average student or above average student, if they sincerely follow a systematic steps to study their subjects, as detailed below, they can score 100 marks in exams. For this, a student can prepare their studies of each subject by adopting the following 3 techniques to score 100% in exams. Mind mapping, photographic memory technique, fast reading technique, permanent memory technique. Mind mapping, photographic technique. First we will see this one. The steps involved in mind mapping, photographic memory techniques as follows. The step 1 is for each subject a student should maintain a separate study notebook, preferably a ruled notebook, so that it enables the student to develop good straight handwriting. In this study notebook, the student has to write all the question and answers of all the lessons, chapters in the subject in a legible handwriting and compile a single study notebook covering all contents of the subject, including latest changes, amendments in the subjects from reference books, journals, from Google search, etc. The student should use this one single notebook covering all contents of each subject to study and revise for the exam, so that he can recollect and write the answers preferably perfectly through mind mapping method and score 100 marks. Because the last minute examination before exam, one should not go through so many books, Google search. When you do that like that, the mind gets distorted and it creates confusion and lose confidence, because of which they cannot able to recollect the subject and write the answer perfectly, and they lose scoring 100 marks. So that's why one should use this study notebook. It's like a Bible or Quran or by Gita. It's a sacred book. For each subject, the student should make a sacred book where first, before start reading on daily basis for each subject, you should cover all the question and answers in one single notebook. I should make it a point to read this notebook alone, so that the mind gets clarity as to what is reading. It won't get diverted to so many things. That is very important, because the subconscious mind, you have to give a clear picture, a clear path to store a subject, so that you can recollect at any point of time. The path should be clear, both front and back. So when you go in a particular path to a place, destiny, once you know that path, you can able to come back and go at any time. Like that, in the mind mapping method also, you have to see that you first prepare a perfect study notebook for each subject, covering all the question answers, all the references, all the amendments. So this method one can follow, even CA, CS, professional course students, everybody, graduates, everybody, they can follow this simple method. So once starting, you have to prepare the material and then you start reading. The step 2, preparation of study material for each subject in the study notebook. Now, how to prepare the study notebook? The study material in the study notebook, you have to be very careful. In each subject notebook, in the first page, an index of all the chapters, lessons in the subject with page number has to be prepared like this. So, first page, the notebook, once you open in the first page, the index page should be there. Normally, in every textbook, you will find the index. So, in the index, chapter number, lesson number, description of the lesson, pages from to you have to write. And first from the textbook you have to write, because this from to you can able to write only once you complete all the notebook question and answers in the notebook in the following pages. So first you draw this index page, and as and when you complete the question and answers for each lesson and each chapter, you fill this portion. This index gives a clear picture in the mind map of the study of the student as to how many chapter lessons for each subject, what are the names of each chapters and lessons, in which page number the question and answer for each lesson exists. Then in the study notebook, each page should be numbered and each chapter, lesson, questions and answers should be written. So inside each page, you have to number it at the right corner, and you write down the question and answers for each lesson and each chapter continuously. For each question, the keyword should be underlined and highlighted. Very important point for mind mapping is, for each question, you have to underline a keyword like this. How is that religious differences created social division in Northern Ireland and failed to do the same in the Netherlands. So these keywords should be underlined. Write answer for each question. After completing writing of the answer, in case of descriptive answer, count number of paragraphs in the answer, number of sentences in each paragraph, number of words in each sentence, total number of words for the entire answer. So here if you see, the question contains, this is the question, and this contains how many? 3 paragraphs, 9 sentences, 95 words. So you have to now divide, as I told you already, paragraph 1 contains 2 sentences, sentence number 1 11 words. So one sentence means where the full stop comes. Sentence number 2 14 words. So the totally in paragraph 1 there are 25 words. So in the mind map clearly you have to fix paragraph 1 contains 2 sentences, there are 25 words. Paragraph 2 contains 4 sentences, 46 words. Paragraph 3 contains 3 sentences, 47 words. Totally 3 paragraphs, 9 sentences, 95 words. First you clear put in the mind map and then you start reading. In the mind map first you have to clearly know what is that we are going to study, how we have to study. In case of maths problems, the step method has to be followed for mind mapping recording as mentioned in the following example. So check whether the following is quadratic. So here in this maths problem there are 4 steps. So you have to record each step so that you can bring down the steps, you can record the steps in the subconscious mind, so you can bring out it from the subconscious mind as and when you need for the examination. This step method of mind mapping recording can also be followed for physics or accountancy problems and chemistry equations. All these things you can follow the step method. The other method of mind mapping of the answer will enable a student to store the answer in the subconscious mind clearly in a systematic manner so that whenever required it can be easily recollected from the subconscious mind and used in writing correct answer to score 100 marks. Now we have prepared the material through this mind mapping method. Now we have to read through fast reading technique. So why you have follow fast reading techniques? Normally when an average student studies a subject, his mind and intellect will often be dragged by external attractions like TV, mobile, etc. And they could not fully concentrate and record the answer perfectly in the subconscious mind. So they will take a book, one question and answer, and while they are reading they get diverted, and again when they come back they would have missed the subject what I already studied. So they will be spending hours together for a single question without perfect clarity and without confidence. So in order to overcome this, we have to follow this fast reading game theory method of study. To make the concentration of the student perfect and also to make the study interesting, this fast reading technique using game theory method can be adopted. The steps involved in fast reading technique. Before start reading question and answers for each subject, draw a fast reading monitoring chart as follows. So you have to draw one fast reading monitoring chart. So it contains chapter or lesson number, question number, keyword in question, number of times reading, start time, end time, time taken. So suppose here keyword of the question is photosynthesis in chapter 1. First time I start reading 7 o'clock. It reads 7:05, so 5 minutes. Second time 7:06, I am taking 7:10, 4 minutes. Third time 7:11 I start, 7:13 I complete 3 minutes. So here, so like this, for each question this fast reading monitoring chart has to be drawn and then read the answer for minimum 3 to 5 times by marking the timing. While reading the answer, the student should note down the number of paragraphs, sentences and words in each answer and record the mind mapping of the answer in the subconscious mind. So while reading the question answers as given here, so here we have followed so each question contains how many paragraphs, how many sentences. These things he has to keep it in mind while reading. After reading the answer using the mind mapping method technique, and once the student gets confident, so you have to read 3 to 5 times using this mind mapping technique, paragraph, sentences and everything. You keep it in mind and read the subject 3 to 5 times. Once you get confident, you have to write the. This is a very mandatory thing. After reading each question, you have to keep a separate test notebook where you have to write and see. Or even you can have rough or paper also. You can do. That is not important. Study material is important. So once the student gets confident, he should write self-test of the answer. So you have to write and see. This will imprint the answer in the subconscious mind strongly. So once after writing it without seeing the study notebook, you will get a confidence whether he is writing this perfectly. If he omits certain points, then afterwards he has to review and check it. And if he miss certain points, he can again once again go through where he has missed the subject and read another twice or thrice, and then again write and see. So here one should follow, the student should have perfect strong determination that he should prepare to score 100 marks. The determination is very important. So for him to see that the subject is perfectly recorded in his subconscious mind and he can able to recollect it anytime perfectly to score 100 marks. So then permanent memory technique. A student should draw a systematic study schedule for each day, each week and revise the subject for monthly, quarterly, half-yearly, annual exams. If a subject is studied systematically in the following manner, it will get clearly and permanently recorded in the subconscious mind so that they can recollect the answer for any question at any time and write it correctly and score 100 marks. So permanent memory technique is how many times a student should study on daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, quarterly, half-yearly, annually. This is the way the students in schools and colleges they study. In colleges, monthly tests will be there, semester exams will be there. In persons who are studying, preparing for professional examination like CA, company secretary, cost accountancy or engineering, they each 6 months they get the examination, so they can work out the daily time schedule, weekly time schedule, monthly time schedule per subject, so that before the examination they can able to collect the entire content of the subject in the study material in this study notebook and revise before the final examination and write this perfectly. So the daily time schedule of study. Morning session. So every day in respect of students who are studying in schools or colleges who are going regularly, for them what they do, the previous day the lecturer or teacher would have told, tomorrow morning I am going to take English lesson number 4. So you get prepared. So in the morning session, before you start the school, teacher told, English teacher told to read 4th lesson. So let me go through the 4th lesson. So you do preview of study. Because why this preview is required? When you go to the classroom, you should not go blank. First, once you read the subject, whether you understood or not perfectly, first you go through the subject once or twice, so that you have a basic idea about the subject. And then go to the school or college, concentrate and understand the teacher's lecture sincerely in the college. So when the lesson is being taken by the teacher, you concentrate on the lesson perfectly. You already read it in the morning preview. Now, since you have a background, when he tells the lesson, you can able to understand still perfectly. And he gives the question and answers in the classwork. And now in the evening, after coming back, you read the lesson from the book once and then prepare question and answers using a mind mapping technique for each subject taught during the lesson. So you in the study notebook, you prepare the question and answers for that particular lesson which has been completed. So note, everyday lessons taught in the classroom should be previewed in the morning and reviewed, studied and written down the answers in the evening. Don't postpone or accumulate reading of lessons taught in the classroom every day to the last minute before exams. So one should not postpone it. Just as we cannot eat 30 days food at one time, our intellect also cannot store 30 days subject content at one time. But if the content is given on a daily basis, it can store perfectly. So if you do not eat 3 times a meal, and your mother brings, for 30 days you don't eat, a mother brings all 30 days 90 plates and put before you, can you able to eat? No. Because our stomach can take a specific quantity. So similarly, our mind also, it can take any amount of quantity, but it should be given a systematic daily basis. So weekly review. After doing the daily study without any break, in every week, because daily subjects, today's subject, the teacher says, the question and answers gives, the evening you are preparing. And he tells, tomorrow I am going to take the next lesson. In the morning you review and go to the class, concentrate and understand the subject. Then in the evening, prepare question and answers for that lesson. So when you do daily basis, there will not be any tension or you will pressure on the study of the subjects. So weekly, once Monday to Saturday, you do follow the daily time schedule for study as mentioned above. On Sunday, revise all question and answers of all subjects prepared in the study notebook. So in the whole week, Monday to Saturday, whatever content you have prepared in the question and answers you have prepared in the study notebook. On Sunday morning, take each lesson, first English, then Tamil, then social, then maths, then science. Each lesson you take the study notebook, just make a review of all the subjects. That's all. So weekly review, you just send half a day for that, and the next half session of the Sunday, you just have relaxation and enjoy that weekend. So monthly, quarterly, half yearly, annual review. So once you do daily and weekly, then you have monthly test, quarterly, half yearly, annual review. So before the test, for each subject, one day before, in the evening and in the next day morning, you just review from the study notebook. After weekly review, a student can revise all lessons of each subject from the study notebook. A day before monthly test of each subject, a day before quarterly examination of each subject, a day before half yearly, a day before annual examination of each subject. So the day before and the morning, you can just make a review so that you have perfect clarity. So you are reading daily basis 3 to 5 times and writing an answer. And weekly you are making a review. And monthly and quarterly and half year. So many times when you start reading it, the subjects get permanently recorded in your subconscious mind because you are following the mind mapping method also. For each question, you are noting down the number of para, number of sentence, number of words. So this all gets recorded in the subconscious mind so that you can collect the answer in any time. So by this way, when a student study the question and answers taught during the day on daily basis and revise question and answer weekly, monthly, quarterly, half year, annual basis, the answer for each question, all subjects will get permanently recorded in the subconscious mind, and they can write the answer perfectly well in the annual exam and score 100 marks in all subjects. So practice the above 3 techniques sincerely and see the benefit a student derive in preparing the study to score 100 marks. Kind attention to parents. Parents, please read the above technique and guide your children to study the lessons of all subjects using the above 3 technique and ensure they score 100 marks in subjects. You can even give on daily basis once they study. You can even give small gifts like chocolates or anything so that you boost them. You give inspiration to them to follow this technique so that they can score 100 marks. To do the above practice sincerely, one should develop patience, perseverance, dedication, interest, involvement, self-determination, self-confidence to score 100 marks in examination, for which simple techniques to build these divine personality traits in the study will be given separately for student to practice to achieve 100% success in the studies and in career. That will follow. Thank you very much.